what is it, a 52 to 36 tooth spider ring. So this tool is for the lock ring that you're going to find on the back of the chainring, and this tool, this two-piece tool, is the essentially the axle stop, so you can pull the crank. And most importantly, since this is a aluminum bike, get a torque wrench. For the lock ring and the axle lock nut here and the lock nut for the cassette, you're going to need a larger torque wrench that goes up to, I believe, 40. Alright, first things first, to remove this, I would just make sure in the smallest chain ring, it's gonna just relieve pressure or the tension on the chain ring itself. You're gonna need a 10 mil Allen. It just fits off here to take this. So you're gonna have your locking nut, and then this very, very thin metal washer. Do not lose that. Just put it right back on and set it off to the side. Alright, so with this stop piece, just go ahead and thread that into your bottom bracket. I don't think you want it all the way flush with it, so make sure it's at least 3/4 of the way in, so it has a good a good seat in the threads. But then there you go. And everything should just screw in very, very easily with your hands. You shouldn't have to force anything. Have a handle on everything, and then very carefully take your chain off and set it on your bottom bracket. And then at this point you do want to remove your crank tool. Just like so. Set this off to the side and remove the axle stop piece. Alright, so now what we're working with is this lock ring that you can see here. And you're going to need this tool, all of these tools, this and these two came together. I ordered these off eBay. I ordered this off eBay. If you just search, I think you can just search hologram removal tool, it'll come up, and this fits right in. This is pretty heavy torque. This is 47 Newton meters for that lock ring, so you either need a vise or just a step on the crank arm. So what's nice about this tool is your 3/8 will just fit right into that, so you have a nice solid connection. What you might need to do is use a extension bar. Just remember you're going the right way. Comes off pretty easy. So unscrew that by hand. Make sure you're keeping the correct side up, which is pretty easy. It's the side that has all the writing on it. So writing up, and that just goes right down like so. Here's the old crank arm, or the cassette rings, 5236. Here's the new one, 5034. Make sure that your arm lines up with this peg that's sticking out. It makes it pretty easy because it has these white accent paint on it. So I think this actually can only fit one way because of these two flat spots. So anyways, even though this bike's never been ridden and this is all clean, just check it. Make sure there's nothing on there. That just fits together like so. Lay it back over. And then the lock ring with the writing that faces up. Just get it started with your hands. Alright, probably can't see it, but it's set to 47 Newton meters. As you can see, that's what it's listed right there, 47 Newton meters. Or if you're going by foot pounds, it has 34 foot pounds, so just make sure you do it properly. And then once it clicks, stop. Do not go any farther. And also, don't use your torque wrench to loosen something, only use it to tighten things. Use a regular ratchet to loosen. And just go until it clicks and then stop. And that's it. How it clicks like that. Show you one last time. Alright, make sure this little spacer stays on too. Once this is back together, take your locking ring, double check that your little silver crushable gasket's there. And then just by hand thread this on your lock nut. And as you can see here, it says 40 Newton meters. That's it. And then with all torque wrenches, return it to 0. You do not want to store these under tension. It'll make it last a lot longer. So there's, in this one it says stop, so you just set it to that. That's essentially 0. And then set it aside. I will have to drop the front mech, maybe 5 millimeters or so. You essentially want to be able to fit like a dime in between. There's like 1 millimeter gap between the tooth. So that's how you replace the spider ring on a Cannondale hologram.